guys, Vino here and welcome to this Vino Plunk production, and I think it's time for a cuppa. Damn fine cup of tea that is as well. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you're doing really well. I'm doing pretty fantastic. A bit warm at the moment, if I'm being completely honest, but I'm pretty damn good, if I say so myself. It's currently 4:15 p.m. on Sunday, the 27th of October, 2024. And I thought I'd do a little TFAC here, guys, just to give you a bit of an update on what's going to be happening on Thursday, which is payday for me. It's also Halloween for the rest of the world. I am off on Halloween as well, and I might be watching some spooky movies throughout the day, but I could also be doing something spooky as well. You may be asking, what do you mean doing something spooky as well? I'm going to put Do Not Disturb on my phone because that is beginning to irritate me. It's vibrating all over the place. So let's put D&D on. And let's leave that to one side, shall we? So the last I left you off, guys, I was considering getting a GPD Win 3, I think it was. Spoke to my housemate a little bit about it, and they did turn around and say, would you use it? And I had a little bit of a think, and they're right. I probably wouldn't use a GPD Win 3. I've recently sold my Steam Deck and I wasn't really using that. And as they turned around and said, well, you've got a laptop, so why would you want a handheld device that's exactly the same thing? They got a point, to be honest. So I decided not to go ahead with that. And then I started thinking, what do I want? And to be honest, one thing that I've wanted for the last how many months is a new phone. Now, I was going to be, as you guys know, because I did say this in one of my recent videos, I was going to be paying off one of my contracts and then using that money, paying off my contract and then upgrading my phone. Not going to do that at this moment in time. I'm probably going to wait until that contract gets lesser in price, and then once it gets lesser in price, I'll probably go ahead and pay it off and get a phone that way. But what I'm going to do in the interim is there's actually a lot of Pixel devices that are popping up on a Facebook marketplace. Somebody is actually holding on to a Pixel device for me for Thursday. I'm not going to reveal what Pixel device it is until Thursday. There'll be a video on Thursday, probably quite a substantial video on Thursday, and we'll get into that in a moment. They're holding on to it for me, and I'll be picking that up on Thursday. So I'll be paying, I'm not going to say what I'll be paying for that until I get it actually, but I think I'm going to be paying a reasonable price for this phone. I will say that this particular series of the Pixel phones has come way down in price recently because the Pixel 9 has just been released, and I suspect a lot of people are upgrading to the Pixel 9, so their Pixels from 3 or 4 years ago, how long they've had their Pixel devices for, they're now selling on Facebook Marketplace. There are quite a few people selling them for £150 to £200, which I think is a little bit expensive for the kind of Pixel device that I'm going to be getting, but I think the price I'm paying is going to be reasonable. They're willing to hold on to it for me till Thursday, and they live, I think, just around the corner from me, so that will be sweet for that order to happen on Thursday. I'm still considering, and probably am going to be going for, if I can, the Martha is Dead Collector's Edition. The only issue with that, there's only 2 left in stock on the Amazon, as if Amazon was, an unknown entity. There's only 2 left in stock on Amazon, so, and they've steadily got lesser and lesser as we get closer and closer to Thursday, to payday, to the 31st, to Halloween. As we get closer and closer, the stock is dropping off like flies in winter. Is that a good analogy? I don't know. Brain. I'm too warm at the moment. Anyway, and yet I'm drinking a cup of tea, and yet I'm warm. The best laid plans of mice and men, as they say. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so I don't know if I'll be able to get hold of a collector's edition of Martha is Dead, because I did check the publisher's website and unfortunately doesn't ship to my address, which is a little bit of a annoyance in many different ways, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, if I can't get the collector's edition, I can't get it. I'll just go for the Ultimate Edition, I think it's called, which is on PlayStation at the moment for about 40-ish quid. So I'll probably go for that version. Instead, comes with the previous game that the developer developed called Town of Light. And I have heard some people say that Martha is Dead and Town of Light sort of exist in the same universe. So that'll be interesting to check that out. But I will be getting Martha is Dead regardless of how I get it. Moving on to what else is going to be happening on Thursday. So because I'm going to be getting a Pixel device, I'm also thinking of trading in my Galaxy Watch 4, which is on my wrist watch now. On my wrist watch right now. On my wrist right now. Thinking of trading this in and getting a Pixel watch and then also getting Pixel Buds Pro. Thinking of trading this in to CX and then getting some Pixel Buds. Now the thing about the watch, I'll be able to get during the day. I'll be able to just go down, trade this in and do that way. The problem with the trading the phone is the guy's not going to be available till 5 p.m. on Thursday, till after 5 p.m. So I'm not going to be able to get the Pixel phone and then take this down. I do have one option potentially that I've literally just thought of right now, and that is to put my SIM into the Xperia, or actually I could put it into the OnePlus. Yeah, I could put it into the OnePlus. Could put it into the OnePlus for the time being. Ask my housemate if I can borrow the OnePlus for now. Stick my SIM in there, use that just for that day, and I could still go down on Thursday and trade in that, my watch, and get the Pixel Watch and get Pixel Buds Pro. The funny thing with it enough is when the Pixel Watch came out, the Galaxy Watch 4 I think was the most up-to-date Galaxy Watch potentially. I read an article that was like Pixel Watch versus Watch 4, and they're very, very similar in a lot of ways. But the article I've read had the Pixel Watch priced at about $350 and this priced at $150. So it was basically asking the question, is the Pixel Watch worth the extra $200 extra for the Pixel Watch? Basically, no, essentially. However, if I trade this and get the Pixel Watch, they're very close in value that I can pretty much swap watch for watch or like for like. I'll probably have to pay £20 the difference between the two. But to have a watch, buds and phone that all work together nicely, I think would be a fair payoff. Yes, I'm using the hardware bezel on the Galaxy Watch 4, but the Pixel Watch has a crown that you can use. The only other thing about a Pixel Watch is it's domed rather than flat, and that does make some people's teeth itch, like my housemates' teeth itch. The fact that it's a domed display, not a flat display, which means it's more likely to get scratched. Obviously, I'll be going down to CX on Thursday to check it out to see if I want to purchase it. If it's too badly beaten up, then obviously I won't go ahead and purchase it or trade this in for that. Basically, I'll probably just stick with the Galaxy Watch 4 for now and then see what I can do apart from that. But I probably will be trading in the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro to get some Galaxy Buds Pro 1. They're not Buds Pro 2, Buds Pro 1. One of my local CXs has one for a B grade and one for a C grade. I'll probably get the C grade because, as my housemate said, when it comes to headphones, do you really care what they look like, what condition they're in, as long as they function and the functionality is there? Cosmetically, it doesn't really matter what they look like. And they got a point on that matter. So I'll probably go for a C grade on there, probably go for the B grade, which is the only one they have locally, of a Pixel Watch, and then go through that. So that's the plan on Thursday. And I can pretty much do that, apart from the outlay that the phone itself is going to cost me. I can pretty much do that for about 10-20 quid difference between trading all that in and getting what I want. So In fact, if I go for the C grade of the Galaxy Buds Pro and then go for the B grade of the watch, although I do have to find a strap for the watch or buy a strap for the watch, I have to think about that on Thursday. If I do that, then brain fart. No, if I do that, then I'm in a weird mood, aren't I? If I do all that, then I could probably get it all done within the price, without having to spend any more outlay, basically, is what I'm getting at with that. So that would actually be pretty damn cool. Moving on, shall we? So the next thing that's going to be happening Thursday is I've been in talks with a Facebook Marketplace seller for months now, basically. And I got in touch with them because they were selling a compact Presario 1926 computer, retro computer, with all of the bits for Windows 98, all of the bits for Windows XP, a printer, some spare colour and black and white printer cartridges, all the instructions, everything you need, basically. And I've always had a special place in my heart for buying equipment that is just ready to go, that has everything you need, from the software to the hardware to just everything you need, and this basically has it. The reason why I've been back and forth with this guy over the last few months is, to be honest with you, he was a little bit rude with me a few months back, and said he'd hold on to the laptop and all that kind of stuff, but someone else came along and was offering him more money for it, so he kind of said, I've got to go with this guy. I wasn't best impressed, and I said, look, just sell it to the other guy, just sell it and we'll move on, basically. Turns out that guy flaked at the last moment. The guy was set to go around and pick it up from this guy and flaked, basically. So when I contacted him, he contacted me, actually, about a month or two ago, saying, the guy flaked, are you interested in it? And I went, I'm interested, but you're going to have to come way down on your price. He was originally wanting 75 for everything, and I said, you're going to have to come quite a bit down on that price. We then did a bit of back and forth, and he still wanted quite a significant, in my opinion, quite a significant amount of money for everything, despite mucking me around. And my opinion, if you muck someone around, you've then got to give them some kind of incentive to then come back to them. So we've agreed on the price of £50 for the lot, basically, which I don't think is too bad for everything that I'm going to be getting, and he's dropping that round on Thursday. As I said, I've wanted something like this for a while. I do collect retro equipment, laptops, that sort of stuff, so it'd be nice to have a set that's all just ready to go. So on Thursday he'll be dropping that off, so that's another reason why, to be honest, I can't really go out at 5 o'clock once this guy delivers, or I go around and pick up the Pixel, I was about to say what it is, the Pixel phone, the Pixel, about to say what it is. If I go around and pick it up, I can't really do everything at once, so I might have to think of a way on Thursday, as I said, to be able to use a spare phone while I trade this into CX, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be busy between 5 and 6 on Thursday evening, just how it is, how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But he's going to be dropping that off, and I'll be playing around with that, and that's why there could be quite a substantial video on Thursday, as I could be showing you my new Pixel phone, my watch, my buds, and my laptop, all of that in one big go. And then not next weekend, but the weekend afterwards, I think it is, or the week afterwards, I'm getting the Atari 50 expanded collection on Steelbook. That's coming from Amazon. Yeah, and that's the plan for next month, as it is. I'm actually really looking forward to the Pixel phone that I'm going to be getting, because this is really beginning to annoy me with its adverts. It is absolutely riddled with adverts. The other thing is the fingerprint reader is really, really sensitive. So just taking it out of my pocket sometimes, it just sets that thing off like nobody's business. So it'll be good to get a Pixel device and just have everything work together. Watch, buds, phone, you name it. My camera is currently blinking at me, red, the battery, so I need to end this video promptly. I was going to talk about it a little bit more, but that will be in a subsequent video, probably tomorrow, or maybe even might record it later on today and upload it in the next couple of days once I've charged the battery. Until next time, guys, please take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.